This is the first question. Now moving to the next question here. Examine the different types of ocean deposits and their distribution. How do these deposits provide insights into past climatic conditions? Okay, so this is a very good answer question. Now, ocean deposits are consolidated sediments derived from various sources and deposits of the ocean floor. Okay, so this intro is good. Now, derived from weathering and erosion, continental rocks, okay, then volcanic eruptions, okay, then decay and decomposition, marine organisms, okay. So we have provided here derivation, okay. You can also add here from the meteorites.
Yes, sir. Meteorites.
Okay, you might have explained it in the other part also. So
Yes, sir.
this is also 10-mark question. Let's look at it. So types of ocean deposits: terrigenous, very good. Sediments of continental origin, okay, very good. So grave, sand, silt,
Silt
clay.
mud.
Okay, then mud, blue mud, red mud, and green mud. Okay, you can actually draw a diagram here. Okay, and here we can give a classification that where we have green mud, where we have red mud.
बनाया है अब next page
ये आपने बनाया है. Okay, we have it here. Okay, so I will just remove this part. Okay, so next is volcanic material. So this is, what is this?
eruption land पे eruption पे volcanic eruption in the ocean.
Okay, eruption land. Okay, so near coast, wind in oceans, away from coast, fluvial processes, ocean. So volcanic eruption, ocean, it directly deposited color gray to black. Okay. Okay, volcanic eruption, if we will look at, this is happening near the, you can provide here, it is happening near the mid-oceanic ridges, or it is happening over the
Okay, sir. Mid obviously MOR center जहाँ भी volcanic
mountains. Okay, so this points we can add it here, that where we have this point. Okay?
इस area को अच्छे से explain किया जा सकता था.
Yeah, and one more thing, what are the volcanic eruptions inside the ocean? They are called as.
Sorry, sir. You're asking.
What are the volcanic eruption material inside the oceans? They are called as. They are called as heterogeneous deposits.
Yes, heterogeneous. Okay. I have not put any. यहाँ नहीं दिख रहा है.
Okay, it is also important keyword. And here you can also add up here that there is a volcanic eruption is taking place inside the ocean. And here we'll be seeing that the deposits, they are taking place in the regions which are near the volcanoes. Okay, so these are the heterogeneous deposits and they are very local in nature. Okay, where the volcanoes are present, there we have the presence of this volcanic material. Okay, now moving forward with biotic and inorganic matters. So usually described from above and some transported from land to ocean. Okay.
Usually precipitated from above and some transported from land to ocean.
Okay. Okay, not an issue. So biotic and organic material, neritic matter, pelagic matter, siliceous ooze.
नहीं pelagic में ही मतलब उसको सब categorize किया है मैंने मतलब neritic.
Okay. Calcareous ooze and siliceous ooze. Okay, this is under the pelagic part. Okay, so neritic matter, marine organism, plants and remains deposited mostly continental shelf. Okay, very good. So neritic is something which is present over the, we can say, photic and aphotic zone of the oceanic part. Okay, and this. Okay, so globulera, petropodus, okay, diatoms and radiolarians. Okay, that is a part of red clay. So here we can also give, if we are talking about the the organic, the siliceous and the calcareous, So basically what happens that here the calcareous ooze, okay, they are because the ocean at the upper part of the surface, it is more acidic. But here we'll be seeing that, for example, the presence of coral reefs, the presence of various organisms, so they provide the calcareous materials. But what happens that they decline as they move towards the deeper part of the ocean. Okay. But what we see in the opposite part, the siliceous ooze. So here the siliceous ooze towards the upper part, they are forming. Okay. But for example, like hydrogenous vents. Okay. So at the deeper part of the ocean, they are forming because of the various kind of activities which is happening inside the ocean. So as we go deeper, the siliceous ooze, it is increasing and it is not getting decomposed because of the presence of acid. Okay, so this here we can say that this is the deposition graph for the calcareous ooze.
This is siliceous.
And this is the deposition graph for the siliceous ooze. So what it will provide here that it will provide us a region where we have high deposition of the calcareous ooze and we'll have a region where we have high deposition of the siliceous ooze. Okay, so this will give us a perspective of for the answer here. Okay. Okay, so deposits insights into the past climatic condition. Okay, you can also add up here the cosmogenic deposits.
Yes, but space का issue था.
Yeah, cosmogenic deposits, which is happening because of the meteorites. It is very less and it is very local in nature. Okay, this also we can add up here. So deposits insights into the past climatic condition. Principle of superimposition, excellent. Okay, this superimposition, it is taken from the part of the denudation chronology. Okay, so glacial deposits in the region of tropics. Very good. So paleomagnetism. Okay.
यहाँ मेरे को ज्यादा समझ नहीं आया था सब तो मतलब
Okay.
उस टाइम लिखने टाइम याद नहीं आया था.
Okay, so what you can write here, you can write here certain aspects here, like we have concordance and discordance. You are aware about the concordance and discordance, which are the part of the conformity and disconformity. Okay, you might be knowing about this.
No, sir, I have no idea.
Okay, what concordance and discordance is? For example, we have a deposition of certain layers which is happening over the oceanic region. Okay, this is not a very well diagram. I'll just make it here better one. Okay, so what is happening here? For example, this is a oceanic region. Okay, so what will happen here that, for example, this is the sea level, which is in the contemporary time. So with the time period, what will happen here? There will be certain deposition of materials will occur in the layer form. Okay, for example, this is layer 1, then this is layer 2, then this is layer 3. But what will happen here? This is one of the part of the conformity. If I will take out this rock and I will see that where the rocks, they are unaltered. Okay. They are called as conformity. But in the second phase, what will happen here? For example, if the sea level decline is taking place here. Okay, so sea level decline, if it occurs here. So in this region, there will be erosion.
Yes.
Okay, so here erosion will occur. So because of the erosion, we will see here that these rocks, they will be eroded to a certain extent. Okay, they will be eroded here in this particular region. But what will happen next in the same part? There will be deposition, there will be deposition of the new sediments will occur in this particular region. Okay, now the sea level, it is rising again here. Okay, this is the sea level. This is 3, this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. So in this phase, what we will see that there will be again deposition will occur, and it will occur from this particular aspect. So what we are seeing that in the contemporary time period, if I want to look at the rocks, so if I take the sample of rock of this region, and I take a sample of rock from this region, and I take a third sample of rock from this region, so I will see here that there is a presence of discordance. That is, the rocks, they are eroded in certain region, and they are not eroded in certain regions. So where there is presence of discordance, it is the eroded rock and it is re-inscribed. So this is also seen in the part of the deposits inside, and it helps us to understand the sea level. Now, when the sea level, it will be low, and when the sea level, it will be high. Give me an insight. The sea level will be low when there is a very cold climate.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when there is presence of, we can say, for example, ice age,
I see.
or we can say there is a glaciation cycle is going on.
Yes.
So in this, under this period, we'll be seeing that whatever water which is present in oceans, it will be start depositing over the land in the form of ice and glaciers. Okay.
Yes.
And
Yes.
sea level ice, it will be part of the interglacial
Decision.
period or cycle, which is the phase of warming.
Wow.
Okay, so from this aspect, that is the concordance and discordance part, we are able to identify that what type of climate is there in that particular phase. Okay, so this is for you to understand that what is actually happening here. Rest, you can add it up here.
Logi, I have no idea.
Okay, okay, not an issue, not an issue. Basically, we can apply here certain aspects of the denudation chronology and erosion surfaces to understand the past climates. Okay, past climate, we also call it as the paleoclimatic evidences.
Paleoclimatic.
Okay, so this is one part. Another part will be saying here that there is presence of two isotopes of oxygen, that is O18 and O16. Okay, so what it was seen that almost around 20 to 30,000 years back, the O18 presence in the water was very high, and the O16 presence on the water was low at that time. And this O18, it is present in the glaciers also. And this O16, it is present in glaciers as well as water. So what we are doing here, we are taking a ratio of the O16 raised to O18. So this also gives us an insight. Okay, and this we are taking from the rocks and the sediment. So it gives us the insight that what was the climate of that particular region. So this is also giving us certain climatic evidences of the oceanic deposits of that particular time period. Okay, so this is O16 and O18. It is present in the
यहाँ पे अर्थ के मैग्नेटिक फील्ड के बारे में भी डाल सकते हैं आई थिंक
अर्थ का मैग्नेटिक फील्ड आप तब डालोगे जब आप रॉक फॉर्मेशन की बात करोगे.
यस सर वही डिपोजिशन में देयर इज नो एंगल ऑफ
पैलियोमैग्नेटिज्म इसमें नहीं आता है कहीं पे, बिकॉज यहाँ क्या होगा कि यू हैव टू टॉक अबाउट द क्रॉसिंग ऑफ द क्यूरी पॉइंट।
Yes.
अगर क्यूरी पॉइंट क्रॉस होता है, सो देर इज क्यूरी पॉइंट जैसे क्रॉस होता है तो उसी टाइम पे व्हाट एवर द मैग्नेटिक इंक्लिनेशन ऑफ अर्थ इज, इट इज इंस्क्राइब्ड ओवर द रॉक्स।
Yes,
बट
sir.
अगर ये क्रॉस नहीं हो रहा है, इफ द रॉक्स आर ऑलरेडी कोल्ड, तो मैग्नेटिक इंक्लिनेशन का वहां पे फिर कोई क्वेश्चन अराइज नहीं हो पाता है। सो देयरफॉर दिस पार्ट वी कैन नेग्लेक्ट। Okay, this part can be neglected here, but yes, you can add other aspects. For example, ये superimposition वाला है, okay, concordance and discordance है, paleoclimatic evidences. Now what I was talking about कि ये जो O16 और O18 ratio है, this is present in the CaCO3, that is calcium carbonate of
Yes.
the we can say fauna. Okay, and when we study this fossil of those animals, we are able to identify that कि रेडियोकार्बन डेटिंग से कि ये कितना पुराना है पहले, एंड कितना अमाउंट ऑफ O16 एंड O18 है, सो व्हाट वाज द क्लाइमेट एट दैट पर्टिकुलर टाइम पीरियड. So we can able to identify this part by the study of fossils. Okay, it can be this siliceous ooze or it can be this calcareous ooze. So some identify कर सकते हैं. Okay. Then ocean deposits and their composition in recent time undergone rapid change because of changing composition of ocean water due to acidification. So this is a good conclusion. Okay, conclusion अच्छा है. See, you have written a good answer, but you can add a lot of things here from the perspective of past climatic evidences.
Yes, sir. That part I know I missed it there.
Okay, here you will be getting 4 out of 10 marks, but yes, ये वाला पार्ट अगर आप ऐड करते तो आपको 5 to 5.5 to 6 तक के भी आपको मिल सकता है, with the inclusion of this aspect also.
Yes.
Okay. Now moving to